Okay, sound works. A little Saturday live stream, since I didn't do one during the week. Okay. Let's go with the indices first again. Had a nice looking move to the upside with the Trump move. So this is the Trump rally here. The thing here is that we gotta come down at some point, and Dow actually has a pretty decent looking area here. We had the idea of first coming back lower before this pump, but well, it reverted way earlier just due to the presidential election. So what I think at the moment is that we had a diagonal into wave 2 already finished, then this pump, and I think as we are now creating this divergence here on 4 hour, or even any kind of timely manner, I think we are to come down into this POC or area of volume here around, well, 42.8k ish to 42k. So this is where I want to have alert set up, and I want to be looking for long setups. Wherever this starts to find any kind of volume. This doesn't have too good of a risk to reward ratio, so that's why I probably might be just looking to create scalps here, or if I'm at the computer, I want to be looking for chances where we get a pivot, look for a small consolidation, and take longs. But yeah, that looks really decent in my opinion on this Dow, this move. Well, similar stuff on ES. Was expecting a bit lower. That never happened, but we did have this three-way structure here. This entry that I had didn't get there, unfortunately, and that move already happened. So we gotta be waiting for that move to the downside again. Here I would be looking for an entry around these areas, around the 5800 area. This gives us a really good risk to ratio as well, way better than the Dow. So this would be the area I would be interested in. So what we have here is an old monthly support, resistance, and expecting that to be a flipped. On Nasdaq, I think this diagonal actually ended here. So then we would have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not the best looking one, but I think that is what we have. 3, 3, and then 5 into these lows to create a flat or expand flat into this way too. Very shallow. This is very common again on trending markets, but we can never say for sure that this is going to happen. This time it did. Anywhere longs in this area, it's very long of a short, or the move to the downside would need to get kind of heavy on Nasdaq in order this to happen, or this long to happen. But I might be looking at it somewhere in here. But again, you can see the risk to ratios. The lower it gets, the better it is. But not sure if this is going to happen anymore. Russell had a nice pump as well. Three-way structure. We never got to that one-to-one that we were looking for as well, so missed this. So we have still this POC down below where we can take the trades off of, and we'll see if this happens. Again, once we start coming down, we would need to diversify the position into multiple of these if that happens. So take that into consideration, not over risk into this one, although it looks really decent. Ors did hit that 1-to-1, but as you can see, this missed just slightly by this much. So yeah, unfortunate again. Not quite sure if I like this anymore. DAX, don't think we had a setup on there. Diagonal still nonetheless not as pretty. Definitely not very clear here either. 3 here, 3 here. So I would expect this to come down lower, maybe into these areas here. 18.7. Not too much of a slope down yet. Just around 32 maybe. Yeah, I think I like that. I'll set an alarm here, because this is where we are starting to get some volume as well, and lower as well, but I kind of like this area. Potentially for a short stop somewhere in here, or a wider stop maybe below the POC. Tesla, well, this hit. We got that 3-way structure coming down, and now it's cooking. 5-to-1 already. Definitely taking profits on this. This was the plan that we had where we were looking for this B wave, and now this C wave. So let's take a look. So this is the W, X, and then looking for that Y. Let's zoom out a bit. Let's get rid of some of these so we can actually see the charts. Get rid of that. I guess I could clean up this a bit, because we don't really need all that info inside here. There we go, there we go. Because that it has already happened, not really anything that we really need. And this at the moment is still ongoing, this structure, so I'm keeping the info there. So we are either looking for this wave X to be down here. This locally is based on this extension. We hit the 1-to-1, 1.236, and 1.382 is the main area here, or wherever this box is now. So I've already taken profits because we hit that 1-to-1. I think I have only like 30% or something left running, because I wanted to secure that. But yeah, bullish would be saying that this would be a 1, 2, this here would be 3, looking for 4 and 5. And then if this 5th wave takes out the all-time highs, then there is a chance that this is the last structure of this whole thing, which is more scary. That only gets confirmed if this level here is broken. So if we do something like that, then this is the start of something new to the downside, and this is not the start of anything new to the upside. This is the end of something, meaning it would be the end of some kind of rally, where this would be the 5th and last leg, maybe even like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we would have whatever this is, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 and 5. Not too much data here, to be honest, but yeah, it's scary. But I'm still willing to look for this pivot somewhere here for another entry, but this was a really decent trade. So that is pretty much done. On Tesla, check out the rest. What have we had? So we were looking for potential wave 4. I'm still sure if that has happened. We have not crossed this wave 1 top, which is something that I really like to see in diagonals. Otherwise, I don't not really categorizing them too well. This is concerning. This can really be a 5 wave to the downside. If we get 3 waves, you could be looking for short downwards. Bubba not really rallying with the other like US markets. GameStop getting some kind of move. It has divergence, so be careful. Boeing, go out of that. Got some rewards on this. Coinbase did get that move to the upside. The question is, what structure is this? Do we have a 1, 2, 1, 2? RSI is saying that this is the wave 2 here, or a wave B, where we would have some kind of a diagonal here. The issue here is that this looks more like a 5 wave. So I kind of like this, but RSI is not really liking that. So what does that mean? Well, it could mean that instead of this being a impulsive structure or part of impulsive structure, this would be an ABC, this would be an ABC, and this, whatever it's going to be, would be an ABC. Then we would have targets from 1 to 1 to 1.382, which we have already got into. But again, we would expect some kind of structure downwards, potentially come back to these tops. If we find support, we can rally for that C wave again. The issue here is that on higher time frame, I'm still expecting this to be a wave 4, this low on September. So bullishly, this I guess could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, and 5, and that way we could conclude this part of this bull run and the setup here. So then we would just wait for another coming back to this area here and look for that pivot. And if it doesn't stop, go through the $31. Oh man, look at this, like 800% from lows. That is sick. But yeah, yeah, this could be like really big if we get anything like this. Bulk of the volume, and if this is the launch of the next largest bull run ever on crypto, we would be seeing something like that. But yeah, again, we're on log scale. Just looking at that drawing on regular scale, ridiculous. So yeah, but crypto can do that. Not expecting it to, but it has the option. Apple survived this. We'll see. I haven't taken profits on this. I put my stop loss somewhere around break even, so I'm not really looking at that trade anymore. Amazon. I think on Amazon as well, I think it might be that we have an ABC up, consolidation ABC up. So I remember when we were talking about the possible 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 setups here. And now it's like just pumping. Kind of ridiculous, but yeah. Sometimes you gotta have those scenarios so you can play them. End phase, on another hand, we had this consolidation area, and now it's just dropping down lower. Not quite sure what this is. We still have the chance of creating this and then coming down if we create a larger degree structure. or because I think that is enough in time for a consolidation, even if we create something like this. But that definitely long term, it doesn't look too good for an end phase. Or mid-term, I guess. Neither does Microsoft. If this is even ABC here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Very possible. Nvidia, we're still in that. I put my stop loss in here. I raised it here. This Trump rally again feels decent. Nice 11%. And we did do this. Yeah, at the moment it does look like more of an ABC up, but we'll see. 618 retracement of this move. Did I? How did I? Did I extend these into 1-to-1? Huh. I'm not quite sure. Where did I get this? Where did I get this from? A golden pocket 1.236 exact with the volume cluster. I'm not quite sure why I wanted to go lower. To be honest, I'm not sure. But this gives us a possibility here for sure, lower time frame. This does look promising, in my opinion. Either this is a 1-2, 1-2, like 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. But if we come back into these areas here, I'll set an alert 144.67. Because I kind of like this. I don't really care if I don't get the exact bottom. I kind of would like to be in on this. This offers, I think, again, really good opportunity. So we have a three-way structure, potential diagonal. We would be expecting, or if this has already pivoted, this is the area we'd be looking for, someone here. And you can see what kind of risk to reward ratios this gets. They're ridiculous. 3. It's of course possible that this is an ABC, and this gathering of force would be a 1-2, 1-2 to the downside. But again, that's why we use risk management with the stop losses. Gotta take risk to make money. Crypto, let's check out the Bitcoin first. Again, now all-time high party. Whoop whoop. This is still a kind of weird structure for me. On 4 hour, this is the low here after this, which is weird. So either this is a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, or we have some kind of diagonal in somewhere here, potentially like so, which would still make it really bullish of a case. 1-2, 1-2, and this would be then continuation. But that would be saying that we would be going way higher overall. This is a comparison of the wave 1 length to wave 5 length. Regular scale, we have already went through that. But again, the structure here is not really that complete looking. So I think we are going higher. And that's why I really like more the log scale version. 1-to-1, almost 100k. This is definitely an area where you would be taking profits a bit earlier than the 100k, because everyone and their mom is expecting the 100k. So that is not really an option for me, at least. I'm not taking all out on Bitcoin at that point because I want it to run. But I have spot holdings that I gathered anywhere from, well, as a newbie, I did buy somewhere in here. I did buy on this dip, and the dip got deeper and deeper, and I dollar cost averaged in here as well. So I think my average is around 35-ish. So I've still made pretty decent money onto this point. So I want to be taking some out of my spot holdings as well, before this gets like really bad. Because if this indeed is a 5-wave structure here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's either, again, similar to the previous asset that we were talking about. If this 5-wave structure gets beyond a previous all-time high, it has a chance of having it as an end of something, right? So let's see the higher degree Bitcoin count. For example, this one. I had a Bitcoin volume search here. Interesting. In my opinion, we had September. You can see the search volume on Google is still very low in comparison to like 2017, 2021. But again, we can draw this kind of line in here, where we just might not go past these. This like high here on March was this high here, this previous peak right here. And if we see this here, this is February 2021, this big peak here. So this area, this was November 2021. So that was already down here. You can see that there is like lack of interest anymore on that. Although we did create higher peak, which gave us again yet another divergence in the search volume. Not really something that we can properly use, but what do we have here at the moment? We have that exact same peak. This kind of peak did not happen on December 2017, because that was this peak here. We didn't have yet another high to create that divergence. So again, very limited amount of data, just a couple of occurrences in here to create the all-time highs, and looking at the search volume data. So don't take it too seriously. Let's see if I did have any kind of main old. What do I have here? Let's get rid of those corrections. No, main old. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Previously, what I was looking at. Potentially this. Is this large enough? This last leg here to be a 5th wave? I mean, if it is large enough, that is super sad. That would be basically the end of whole crypto for a really long time, because this would be a 5th wave of this whole structure from 2011. The minimum amount of time, basically, I'm looking for a correction to end is the 23.6. Minimum amount of time. Of course, there's opportunities between, but 23.6, that would be March 2028. That would be a few years into the future. But there's also other counts. The older bull count, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. you get the point, but yeah. Yeah. This impulse count is gone because we have taken out the high. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and potentially this the I guess the most bullish I can see myself entertaining at all. This coming back. But again, you can see how ridiculous these prices go. Into millions on Bitcoin, each Bitcoin. So I'm not quite sure if I like that either. But yeah, let's get back to the meat of the stream itself. Checking out the a bit lower time frame. We don't need to look into the future that much. The issue that I currently locally see is these divergences. I am expecting some kind of drop. This can be already done. If you have traded Bitcoin, I would be taking profits at least, if not anything else. I might be even shorting this, like shorting something like this, and then expecting somewhere in here. Bulk of volume coming down here. ETH is getting this rally going just now. This didn't work out, unfortunately. And now it's just kicking the dirt in my face. Just ripping. It got through this one. So the most bullish outcome would be a 1-2. Let's get rid of this. 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. Right. And this would be 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. I would like that. 4K ETH again. Yeah. But this is very different than Bitcoin. Very different. This run here from November 2022. This run from, well, I started a bit earlier, but bottom here, June 2022. I think this is like the most likely scenario. Unfortunately on ETH, ABC into W, 3-way back, and ABC into highs. It doesn't really look like 5 ways to me at all. We already came back to previous highs, these highs, with this drop on August. I don't really see us at all like getting this into an impulse, unless it's some kind of a diagonal. But trying to make it into a diagonal is already kind of weird. Like we would have to do something like this expanding diagonal. I mean, sure, maybe, but on Bitcoin we are on the last legs, potentially on this 5th wave. And ETH, where would we be? We just completed the 4th wave, and we would have to take some time to go past the highs, and well, even more larger than this previous move, right? And that would be again the all-time highs already. So it's kind of contradicting Bitcoin's count at the moment. Interesting to see what and how it's going to do. AVAX got a nice boost as well. However, this looks more like 3-way up, 3-way down, and this could be another 3-way up. Quite a lot of altcoins are doing this exact same thing. We are getting this move up, and now we are getting divergence on most. Actually, that looks really nice shot here. But yeah. Some have run, some have not, but it's very 3-way vision in my opinion. All of these, however, these moves up are looking very impulsive. So if you're waiting for the retracements and then looking to play up, again, make sure that you don't risk too much. Position size is key here, because markets can do anything they want. Shiba. I don't think I have this trade on. Yeah, it's not labeled pink, so I don't have it. Cake. Yeah, looks really decent, like this extensions on fifth wave. There's definitely a rejection chance here. But yeah, there's definitely opportunities to come for longs soon-ish, in a few days, I think. Next week, maybe. If you just only do longs. Quite a lot of altcoins. They do now have this divergence going, so keep that in mind. For locally, if I wouldn't really want to go long in here like these tops. This is the last time. This is probably where the noobs are going long, and then they get wrecked because of that small correction to come. And then when the big money gets in, it just runs, and the noobs are again left running behind. But that's how the market goes every single time, right? Early signs of a potential move, these. So yeah, now is the chance to at least start looking at the chart again, if you want to just long. But yeah, I think that is pretty much all those. Check out gold. We had this 3-wave structure coming down. We did get that bounce, and that looks like really like a decent 5-wave here. Smaller time frame. Yeah, these areas here look decent for gold. Let's see. Wave 2, 618. 618 fits decently well with this small amount of volume here. Let's see the extensions. It's right around that area. There's also the previous consolidation here. So I like the idea. Taking profits here for sure. There's loads of volume here. Setting alert somewhere in here, just in case. Silver. Oh, silver is not looking as good. It's already come down low enough, almost. If it extends anything at all, it goes below this, and then this is not a 5-wave anymore, but it's something else. So I like gold a bit better. Check out DXY. Yeah. I think we had the count here. Yeah, 5-wave down. It's still the same. Once we take out the these highs here of April 2024, then we can check out the count again more. But since I'm not, or this is not tradable, unless you look at some like Euro USD or something, I'm not really caring. Get rid of these scribbles. Oops, not that scribble. This scribble. But yeah, I think that is pretty much everything I wanted to share today and go through. If you're interested in looking up C2C, you can find everything from here on countertrendcapital.com. Or if you're interested in more learning the Elliott Wave and RSI, how to combine those two, check out Udemy course. But I think that is pretty much everything now. So again, thanks for watching, and catch you next week. Bye bye.